Hello everyone, and welcome to our review of the brand new African Legends slot. This slot is a progressive. It's been linked to the Wowpop Major Jackpot, which you can see at the top of the screen. It's not linked to any of the other Wowpop jackpots, solely the Major Jackpot. And as you can probably guess by the look of the slot, it's a rolling reels game. And rolling reels and the multiplier trails play a huge part in both the progressive jackpot element and the free spins element of the game. There's no scatter on the reels. You have your 4 low value symbols, which are the 4 playing card symbols: diamond, spade, heart and club. And alongside those you have 5 different animal symbols, which are the boar, the hippo, the rhino, the elephant, and the highest value of them is the lion. The only other symbol on the reel is the wild, which you can see in the middle reel here. It's the gold face mask symbol that appears across all 5 reels, but it is super stacked, should I say, on the 3rd reel. So there is the opportunity to land across multiple winning lines using that symbol in the game. As on any rolling reels, or as on the vast majority of rolling reels games, once you land a win, the symbols will disappear and then be replaced by symbols dropping down from above. If you can trigger 4 or more rolling reels wins, you will launch the free spins bonus game. How many triggers you land will determine how many free spins and the multiplier applied to any winnings on your free spins that you get. You can see how they pair up at the top of the screen. For 4 rolling reels wins you get 12 free spins with a 5 times multiplier. For 5 you get 15 free spins with a 6 times multiplier. 6 rolling reels wins gives you 18 free spins and an 8 times multiplier. And 7 rolling reels wins gives you 20 free spins and a 10 times multiplier. All those wins obviously have to be consecutive on a single trigger of the rolling reels feature. And if you can manage to land 8 rolling reels wins in succession, you will win the major jackpot, which you can see in the top right hand corner of the screen. It is the same major jackpot that you can win playing other slots, such as the Wheel of Wishes slot, which was the first in the Wowpop Progressive Network. For rolling reels wins that don't increase beyond 2 or 3 wins, you can see there is a multiplier trail in the top left hand corner of the screen, which offers you 2 times, 3 times and 4 times the standard win if you can land 1, 2 or 3 rolling reels wins in the game. So it is a slot that I think may have a little issue in the fact that you're going to be paying 25 pence as a minimum to play, and you can only win the smaller of the 2 larger Wowpop jackpots, whereas on games like Wheel of Wishes you can bet 10 pence per spin and have a chance of triggering any of the 4 jackpot prizes really. Whether slots gamers go for this or not is going to be the issue for this slot. It's actually a fantastic game. Slingshot have done a fabulous job with it. Lovely backdrop, nicely animated reels, great sound, great features, and hopefully we're going to see some of those now when we play through a few spins. It does say there are demo versions available, however all the demo versions I've played, it does say that you need to be betting real money in order for them to work. So what we're going to do now is play through minimum bet, which you can't quite see because it's hidden behind the spot, but we've gone for 25 pence per spin, and we're going to try and play through about 25 spins on the slot. Hopefully that will give us a chance to see the slot in action, and also perhaps some of the features if we're lucky. We certainly should see a couple of Rolling Reels features. Basic information of the game. You can see a little about the Wildpot jackpot, and then there's some information about the different features, the progressive jackpot, the Rolling Reels. The only feature I haven't talked about is the Wild Blast feature, which can trigger at any point and which can add up to 5 wild symbols to any position on the reels. It doesn't trigger during the Rolling Reels feature. Bit of info on the multiplier trails, bit of information on the free spins, very, very straightforward. And then there are your 5 higher value standard symbols and your 4 lower value standard symbols. And you've got 243 ways to win, which is always a nice option. So let's just play through some spins and see how we go. You can see there we've already launched a win, so the Rolling Reels will kick in. And as you can see, that was the end of it. Won 10 pence. I don't think we'll be quite hitting Monaco with that. Now the variance level on the slot is around the medium mark. Nice and early, so we've got 3 left on the reel, so whether it actually triggers anything or not is another matter. It didn't this time. As you can see, the value of the wins is quite small, considering you're betting 25 pence per spin. But it is a 243 ways to win slot, which means that there are more options to win across the reels than other games. The Wild Blast, and hopefully this should trigger at least 1 win for us. Fortunately we couldn't trigger another Rolling Reels win, but there we go. If you also keep your eye on the 3rd reel, you will see the super stack of wilds go past at some point. See the wins there. Like I was saying, preamble before I started playing, for me this slot is going to live or die by whether players are happy to play just for the Wildpot Major jackpot. I don't think it's going to offer you a greater chance of winning that jackpot prize than playing any of the other games. But with you betting 25 pence per spin and the bet amount meaning that you're more likely to win the higher you bet, it probably offers you a better chance than playing, say, the Wheel of Wishes slot for 10 pence a spin. But it's really going to be really interesting to see if this takes off, because if it does, there's a possibility that microgaming could do something similar with the Mega Moolah slot, maybe offering players a chance to win the major jackpot alone on one of those games. And if this one does work, I would foresee at least another release with a very similar setup where you can win the Wildpot Major jackpot. Again, we landed a little multiplier win there. Not a huge amount, but as you can see, my balance has really decreased by a vast amount since I've been playing. Option to see the bonus wild, the bonus wild feature in action. You can see quite often you'll land 2, maybe 3 Rolling Reels wins, but then it does tend to stop, which is slightly frustrating because you need the 4 to trigger your free spins bonus game. But as you can see, the game is not massively it's going to be stringing the rolling reels together that is the key to getting the most out of this slot. I had planned to play until I was about £30, unless we triggered the rolling rails feature, so I'm going to keep to that. Quite a couple of times we got close and then we landed a decent wind to boost things up a bit. As you can see, there's a lot of similarities between games like Jungle Gym, which is a rolling rails game that's very popular. It does seem a little more difficult to string together a greater number of rolling rails wins in this game. That's not surprising considering the progressive jackpot element as well. As you can see, getting down towards our £30 limit. It's not the greatest spread of symbols, but we shall hope. We've got 5 right now, which is not bad. You can see how that stacked wild on the third reel can become useful in the game. But essentially it lives and dies by the first 2 reels. If you've got a nice favourable little setup there, then your chances of landing a bigger win or triggering a reel are better. Chance of free spins, unfortunately not this time. But at least we saw 3 rolling rails wins in succession. It's taken us a little while. One thing I would say is that having put such an immense amount of detail into the backdrop for this slot, it would have been nice if it had been animated a little just to bring the scene to life. Fortunately, that isn't the case. I think that would have given the game a little extra edge, something more pleasurable to look at when you just hit it spin like I am here. I'm nearly at our £30. Another couple of spins and that should be it, unless we have a bigger win. And this could be the last spin. Well, I'm going to stop there. So that's African Legends. This has been out for a couple of weeks in just a select number of casinos, but it's now on general release. It's a cracking slot, really enjoyable to play, very nicely done by Slingshot, and a chance, of course, at that Wow Pop Major jackpot, as well as all the free spins bonuses. Thanks for watching, and join me again shortly when we review another new slot from Microgaming. Bye bye.